Hi, hello, vanakkam. Yet another VenBa Reviews on one of the application that I've been using since August. And I came across this application by chance, and I mean, I really subscribed it immediately, and I started using it. And I've been seeing some good results in the last couple of months that I've been using this application. And incidentally, uh, in the last 1 week, there has been some attention that is coming up on this particular application. I thought that I will share my experience that I've had uh, with this application. And the application that I'm going to talk to you about is QA Pop. QA Pop is will help you play your Quora game. And my business, I work with data engineering teams and offer data warehouse solutions to customers. So our offering is predominantly B2B. If there is a couple of platforms that was really helpful in me generating leads, one is LinkedIn, the other one is Quora. LinkedIn, there are enough tools, and we all have used plenty of tools that are available. And for Quora, I've not really found any good tool that has been able to help me out till I came across QA Pop. And generally, there are some criterias that I have before I start using an application, or before I start adopting an application. One is how immediately can I use this application. The second thing is how receptive the founder is for our ideas, and how much are they listening to us in terms of making this application better, or sharing feedback, so on and so forth. And the third one is how responsive the support team is. QA Pop kind of scores very high in all these criteria that I generally have. So overall, I'm really happy with my experience in the last 2 3 months. So let me very quickly show you my Quora screen. Okay, QA Pop screen. So this is how it is. Once you log in, this is the dashboard that you would see. Interestingly, they give you nice steps in terms of how to use this application and analyze your Quora opportunity. So where you give the URL of your Quora account, and it gives you the kind of traffic that you got, what kind of keywords and all those things, and then you create reports. So typically there are three things that are very important in QA Pop. One is the report. So basically understand the opportunity that are there in the keywords that is relevant to you. So that is the reports. And the second thing is tracking. You can actually track the questions based on keywords, and sometimes we do not know when to answer these questions, or when does the question come. Because generally, if you are answering it early, then you get a lot of attention, because that is when people are watching that question. So it's extremely important for you to know, track those keywords in terms of what keywords are you following, which is relevant to your business. And then you following certain questions, which are your favorite, and then use this report for Quora marketing. And last but not the least is the content draft. I don't want to talk much about content draft. Again, it's an AI, content draft, and the limits are not so great. But then I give it to them because definitely it is an expensive this thing. Just like some other application, they are giving you one-time credits for content draft, and yeah, it is good. But then I would rather use one of the other AI applications I already have to draft my content. So once again, this is the dashboard. So I'm on the premium plan, and I've used two analysis, two reports, and I'm tracking 50 questions. This is what is the thing. And Quora traffic estimation is a very important thing, because for whatever keyword that you have, what is the kind of traffic estimate that is there, that is available in QA Pop. And unlimited reports and analysis, and also high quality questions in your niche. So before I get into new analysis, as I told you, I work a lot with Snowflake Data Cloud. So I have already looked at an opportunity analysis for for keywords like data warehouse, Snowflake Data Cloud, data lake, and all those. So this is the typical. opportunity analysis that you would see. And you can look at it, say nearly B2B target audiences. This is what I've set up. My target audience is US and India, and 65% of the Quora users are based in US and India. So these are the insights that it gives. And for my keywords, there are close to 30,000 to 45,000 weekly views, which is really good. And these are the keywords that I follow: Snowflake Data Cloud, which gets 60 to 150 views; Snowflake Migration, which is between 0 and 100 views; and Data Engineers, which is about 30,000 to 45,000 views. So, and these are the questions that are there. And one interesting thing that you need to notice, they have an algorithm by which they give you a QA pop score. So this score would tell you which question that you need to concentrate and which you need to answer and probably follow, because people who are this particular question gets a lot of view, this question gets a lot of attention, a lot of people are answering, and there is communication happening on this particular question. So it's an algorithm that they have, which gives you the QA pop score, which exactly gives you as to what question that you need to follow. So they get this particular question has got 376 upwards, but only 9 answers. But 1,32,800 views. So which means that if you add your answer as well, you're bound to get good views and upwards as well, which will be helpful in upping your Quora game. So these are the top 10 questions, and you can look at this question. I use it in two ways. One is to answer these questions, and the second one is, when people are asking such questions, have them as a blog on my website, so that I get relevant traffic. So naturally, you could see that somebody is posting it on Google, and then they come to Quora and ask this question and get it answered from the experts, and that is what happens in QA pop as well. So again, the reports is the same, but it gives you a lot more keyword questions and all those things. There in the front page you just see the top 10 questions, whereas here I've created the report based on the keywords that I use. So these are premium reports. Okay, so again, here I'm sharing data warehouse, cloud data, data engineering, and Snowflake. So here you could see what the heck is Snowflake. Yeah, a lot of people do not know, which has got a 62.5 QA pop score. So this is the content draft. As I told you, you can either go here and get the content draft done, or you click here and get the content draft done as well. So here it gives you the relevant traffic details. So the Quora traffic is a traffic from Quora. And this detail comes from Quora, 1,600 views. Relevance to my keyword is 25, and then QA. The higher it is, it's definitely better. And the QA pop score is the opportunity score, which is 62.5, which is fairly good for this keyword Snowflake. And there are 17 followers for this particular question, and 52,200 views that are there for this. And when I see this, probably if I'm looking at recruiting people, I probably will have to look at the data engineering related questions, and then run a Quora ad. So I can release ads on that particular question, because I see that there is a lot of um, views on this. And what I mean exactly, the behavioral score, the Quora traffic, and all those will give me, is it relevant to for me to release an ad on a particular question or a particular keyword. And then based on whatever two keywords that I've chosen, QPop gives me keywords. And again, I can use these keywords in any of the platform. It could be for Google ads, or it could be for my SEO, etc. And this gives me the search volume and cost per click as well. So, and I can add, if based on the recommendations, I can add this to my reports keywords as well. So this is a very, very powerful screen. So you can answer the best questions. You can pick it pick the best question. You can create favorites out of this. Something may be irrelevant, because I don't want to answer questions on certification, because but I want to answer questions about how to do a data cloud or a data warehouse, etc. So I'm only favoriting questions which are relevant to me, which I will track. Okay, and this is how the reports are work. And the other one is tracking, and you can track uh, the number of questions that are coming up on Quora. Unfortunately, mine is as I told you, it's a B2B related thing. The question that I'm tracking is Snowflake and data warehouse. There's not much question that comes up on this, but then moment it comes, I would like to be the first person to answer any question. So this is a daily email notification that comes to you based on the keywords that you choose, and this is run once every 24 hours. So any question that comes during the day, the next day morning, probably when you look at your mailbox, you would have got the questions that are already there, and the new questions will also be listed on the screen as well. So this really helps me in making sure that I don't have to go to Quora again and again to see if there is anything relevant to my keyword. So this is brilliant. And then as I told you, content draft is pretty interesting. So all that you need to do is, okay, let me go to the content draft from the question. Okay, that will be a lot more easier for you to understand. So unlike the other AI draft, AI generation, here you need to give the blog URL. You need to give the URL from which you have to take the question. So let's go to view. Okay, my apologies. I need to go to reports. I need to go to reports, and then okay, then show my questions. You see that Snowflake, there are not many questions just on migration. So okay, here, in case you want to answer what the heck is Snowflake, just go to draft. So it has already, I want answer this question, and then give the URL of the blog post from where you want to answer this. Okay, there are no, okay, let me very quickly search for Snowflake data cloud. What is Snowflake data cloud? So I need to pick. Okay, let's say I want to pick the answer from this blog URL. So copy this URL and then go back to your QA pop, give this URL and create content draft. So again, this content draft is in beta. So do not judge this application based on the content draft. Actually, I'm not using this as much because the limits are fairly low and it is a one-time credit. While I'm happy with other AI generation tools, I'm using that only. But it does a fairly good job. If at all you want everything in one application, it definitely does a good job. So this is what it generates. So it summarizes the answer. You can have full content, you keep only the essential stuff, and then just like how you do it in other AI software, then say whatever remember. Okay, you can just pick your answers, and then then save it as a draft or publish it, so that this question gets answered using the content draft. So this is how you need to use the content draft. And before I wind up, let me also do one quick new analysis. It takes a little time. That's why I just showed you an analysis that I have already done. Let's quickly do a new analysis. Okay, this is a Quora opportunity analysis. Type three keywords. Let's say WordPress, web, WordPress development, uh, e-commerce. I believe that there will be a lot more website development. So, continue. Are you active on Quora? Yes. So you have to give your Quora URL and then say continue. Where is your target audience? I'll say US and India, B2B, or describes your business agency and what is my ideas to IT.com and show my results. When you do this, this is when you get those uh, opportunity analysis that I already showed you. Okay, it might take up to 1 minute to see the result. So let's probably wait. Okay, while this is generating, um, the report. As I told you, I mean, the limits. Okay. Okay. I think okay, you got this. So 5,000 to 7,500 views for WordPress development, WooCommerce again 5,000 to 7,500, website development 10,000 to 15,000 views. So on the whole, they are very high traffic keywords. So 20,000 to 30,000 weekly views is what we get. And so I have 146 answers and 374 followers. This is about my profile. Okay, and so which is the best web development company? It's got a 72.22 QA pop score, more than 100 answers, and only seven top. Only seven upwards, and the Quora traffic is 600. Which is the best website development company? Again, the QA pop. So you need to look at what is relevant from this analysis, and then try and answer these questions. Be relevant in this particular area, but also spend time only in questions where there is more traffic and you could get more results, and that's how you need to use QAPOP. As I told you, I have been using this for the last 2 months, and I've really been able to answer quite a lot. I wouldn't say quite a lot, but answer relevant questions which are very relevant to my niche. So it really helped me in my Quora game. In fact, I have been able to generate business leads as well. And coming back to the limits, the content draft is a one-time credit. I'm sure we are used to this in a couple of other content-related applications like Market News and all those. So that is one. And the number of questions that you can follow and the number of keywords that you follow depends on the plan that you are in. In my opinion, um, tracking more than 5 to 6 keywords is probably not advisable, because it's very difficult for you to pose yourself as an expert in more than one area. So I think 5 to 6 keywords is very nice. In fact, three is ideal, but then 5 to 6 keywords are probably relevant. So in my opinion, I think we should go to a plan which has got anywhere between 5 to 10 keyword analysis, because it's a daily analysis and you can keep changing the keywords depending on your business. After maybe 2 months you concentrate on one and then change it, etc. So look at that, and the number of questions that you can analyze is also a matter. Is also a limit that you need to see. But overall, I think 50 questions um, and around 5 to 10 keywords. I would even say 5 to 6 keywords, but then keep it at a maximum of 10 keywords is good enough, because I've never been able to go beyond the 5 keywords, and I think not beyond 40 keywords, and that could be based on my niche as well. I don't really want to influence others. But as far as my usage is concerned, I'm happy with the entry level plan that I'm in, which I subscribed to in August 2021. So I mean, I think if you are looking at B2B customers and you believe that Quora can give you leads, I think QA Pop is something that you need to use. Thank you so much. I'll be very glad to take questions. If at all I would be able to answer. Otherwise, as I told you before, the support team and the CEO are extremely approachable. They'll be very glad to answer any question that you may have. Thank you so much.